scheduling. I'll show you in the system where all these are maintained. Okay. Now float before production. Float before production is the number of working days between order start date and scheduled start date. Okay, so it is a extra. See, when you want to start production, you make some preparation, right? You check for the materials, you take the materials from the warehouse, you check all the other resources, whether everything is ready or not, you will check, right? So that may take some time. So if you want to consider that also, you will maintain float before production. Okay, now float after production. So this is the number of working days used as a float, scheduling between order due date and schedule finish date. Sometimes what happens is you may have unexpected breakdowns or unexpected delays in your organization. So if you want to take that also into consideration, then you will be maintaining this float after production. Okay. Now the number of release period. This is number of working days for the order to release the production order, converting the planned order to production order. Okay. So that is what the release period. Now the question is where these are maintained. These are maintained in the scheduling margin key. The scheduling margin key is maintained in the configuration. So from the configuration, it will get copied to the production order. And if you maintain their periods, those are also used in the scheduling. Okay.
The scheduling margin key is just extra time.
Yeah, it's all like buffers, boss. Extra time, cushion times. That's all for you. It's optional. It's not mandatory to maintain all these things. If you want to consider that, you will be maintaining. If you don't want, don't maintain anything. Maintain all as 0, 0, 0. Maintain this 0, 0, 0, 0. It's optional. It's not mandatory to maintain all these things. So I'll show it in the system where all these are maintained. If you go to configuration, first thing is it will be maintained in the material master. I'll show it in the material master. /mm02. Go to MRP to view. Here you are able to see scheduling margin key is there. So if you see here, so these are the ones. Scheduling margin key. Opening period. This is the opening period. This is the float after production, float before production, and then release period. So in the first scheduling margin key, all are 0. Are you able to see? All are 0. So they don't want to consider any buffers. So now if you take the second one, opening period itself is 10 days. And float after production 1 day, float before production 2 days, and this is release period is 5 days. Always these are maintained in days. Remember, whatever the values you maintain, this is as days. These are days, not hours or something. These are always days. Okay. Now this is maintained in the configuration. So this is maintained in the configuration in the plan parameters. If you go to SPRO, go to what do you say? Go to production, go to MRP, material requirement planning, go to plan parameters, carry out overall maintenance of plan parameters, maintain, go to your plant. Okay, so here you are able to see floats. These are called floats. Here you will be maintaining that scheduling margin keys. These are like extra cushion time, that's all. See, these are the ones maintained. This is the margin key, and here you will be maintaining the days. See, the first one all as blank, that means all are 0. So this is how you maintain the scheduling margin key. Okay, scheduling margin key. Okay, now we will start with, we have understood basic date scheduling. Now we'll start with lead time scheduling. Now lead time scheduling will take the data which is maintained in the routing. So in the routing for every operation, just 1 minute. Okay, so for every operation you will be maintaining data, right? Setup time, operation time, all those things you will maintain, right? So operations in the routing. So system will calculate all those things. It will club, and then it will propose you the schedule start date and schedule finish date. Okay, and if you maintain in the scheduling margin key float before production, float after production, then that will be the difference between your order start date and your schedule start date, and that will be the difference between schedule finish date and order finish date. So it will consider the timings from the lead time scheduling. It will consider from the timings from the routing. So for each operation you will maintain some time, right, machine time. So those will, it will consider, and it will club all those timings, and accordingly it will propose you the schedule start date and schedule finish date. Okay, so this is how, what times it will consider in the lead time scheduling. So if you see here, see in the every operation, these are the operation 10, operation 20, operation 30. So for each operation it will check for the setup time, processing time, tear down time. It will check all these are maintained, it will add all those things, and it will propose you as the execution time. Now apart from that, you can maintain inter-operation elements like queue time, wait time, and your transport time. These are inter-operation timings. So when you are switching from one operation to the another operation, so you go from one machine to another machine, right? So that time, if you want to also to take timings into consideration, then you will be maintaining this queue time, wait time, and then your transport time. So along with that, it will consider these also. All these things it will consider, and then this will become your operation time. Now the question is, where all these things are maintained? That is what the question. Okay, so these are maintained at different places, Okay, so first we'll understand what is queue time, what is move time, what is wait time. Okay, queue time is used to compensate for malfunctions and delays within an operation. Again, within the operation, sometimes you may have unexpected malfunctioning or breakdown something. So that in those scenarios you will be maintaining queue time. All these are optional, these are not mandatory. If you want to take account those timings also, then you will maintain. Now what is move time? Move time, in addition to the operation segments, you can define move time. Move time is the time needed to move a material from one work center to the another. So if you complete one operation, then when you go to the next operation, you move all your materials from one machine to another machine, right? So that time, if you consider the time also, then you will use move time. Okay, now the wait time. So wait time is the time between end of the execution time of one operation and the starting of the next operation. So that is the wait time. So you have both maximum wait time, minimum wait time. Okay, so these also you can maintain. Okay, so now where all these timings are maintained in our system? So these are the places where it is all these are maintained. Okay, these are the ways. I show you order floats. Those are maintained in scheduling margin keys. First you maintain in the customization, and then ultimately you maintain in the material master. So inter-operation times. Queue time is maintained in the work center or in the operation. Execution times, anyhow you maintain in the operations based on the formulas, they will get calculated. And other inter-operation time like wait time and move time, those can be maintained over here. So these are the places where all your time components are maintained in the system. Okay, so now we will understand lead time scheduling now in the system. Lead time scheduling. So what happens is, so when you convert the planned order to production order, when you execute MRP, system will do basic date scheduling. Okay, now when you convert this planned order to, I think it might have got disconnected. Very good. 2087, right? Okay, so when you execute MRP, I'll change the dates. It's unnecessarily create confusion. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, now I'll execute MRP once. MT02. Okay, I executed MRP. Refresh. You get a planned order. Now as per the planned order start date is this one, has been maintained 3 days over there. Okay, now but when you convert the planned order to production order, system will automatically switch over to lead time scheduling. This is very important. During the MRP you have the two options, one is basic date or lead time, but When you convert the planned order to production order, automatically system will do lead time scheduling, and it will take the data from the routing and it will propose you the schedule time. So when I'm trying to convert the planned order to production order has missing parts. Okay. See, the new dates have come. Are you able to see? New dates. Now the scheduled dates have been calculated. Scheduled dates have calculated. These timings also coming from your operations. Your operations, they are coming. Okay, so system will be along with the basic dates. Now scheduled dates also will get calculated, and when you confirm the production order, and your confirmed dates will come over here after execution of completion of order. When you confirm the order, those dates will come over here. Okay, now here the scheduling margin key has come from the material master. Scheduling margin key has been copied, and if those are maintained, we'll discuss in the end. When scheduling margin key, if you maintain the dates, those also will be used to calculate these basic dates and scheduling dates. Okay, so this is how your lead time scheduling will happen. We'll check what is the operations we maintained over there. So what are the operations? We have 3 operations, right? 3 operations. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll not convert this. To make you understand, I will do some changes. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to the routing CA02. Okay, I'll maintain only one operation. I'll maintain only one operation for you. I'll delete the remaining 2 operations. Okay, so now here what I will maintain is I'll maintain for 100 kg. For 100 kg, let's say I maintain my machine time as, let's say, I'll maintain it as hours. Okay, so I'll maintain this as, let's say, 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours. So that means here to produce 100 kg, it requires 8 hours. Now let us check what is the timing capacity of this work center. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. CR02. Okay, let me go to capacities. I wanted to show how lead time scheduling will take effect. Okay, hours is 8 hours. So that means here the meaning is our what is our machine timing daily maximum capacity 8 hours, right? 8 hours. So now you see what will happen. So now here in the routing, to produce 100 kg we maintain 8 hours. That means you can produce 100 kg only in 1 day. That is 1 day. Now let's say I'll put it in the notepad. So what we defined here, to produce 100 kg, it is 8 hours. It is 8 hours. 8 hours. And as per our capacity, it will take 1 day. That means we can run maximum machine only for 8 hours 1 day. Now when I create the order for 1,000 kg, let's say 1000 kg, then how many days it should take? It should take 10 days, right? Correct? 10 days. It should take 10 days. Now, but what is the in-house production time we maintain in the material master? It is only 3 days. So when you execute MRP, it will propose start date as 3 days. But when you convert planned order to production order, then your dates will get changed and your order start date, everything will get changed to 10 days. Now I will show this in the system. Okay. So that's what I wanted to make you understand. System will take the data from the routing when you convert the planned order to production order. So if you see here, my machine time is 8 hours for the 100 kg. That means 1 day. So now I'm saving this. Okay. Now I'll delete this planned order. I'll delete this planned order. Now we'll run MRP again freshly. Okay. We'll run MRP again freshly. So now I require 2000 actually, but 1000 is already there. So I have to produce 1000 only. Now when I execute MRP /md02, I execute MRP. Okay, I executed MRP. Lead time I did basic date scheduling. Okay, so your planned order has come. So in the planned order, still it is 3 days only because it has taken from material master. It has taken from material master. But when I convert planned order to production order, system will read the data from the routing and accordingly it will change the dates. Now you see what will happen. when I convert this planned order to production order. See, now your order dates, everything got changed. Now it has changed to 16th. Now it has taken the data from the where? It has taken the data from the routing and it has calculated 10 working days. 10 working days. Of course, in between there might be holidays. So that's why it has come as 16th. That's what you need to understand. Okay. If you maintain here float after float, then that will be the difference between this basic date and scheduled date. Suppose if I maintain this as 1 day, let me show you that also. I'll go to configuration. I'll change that also. /n OPPQ. Maintain planned 1000. Maintain. I'll go to floats. I'll maintain a float before production as 1 day for the margin key we maintain. Okay, I maintain it as 1 day. Now you see the effect. So when I maintain that 1 day, what happens is the difference between your scheduled start time and basic date time will be 1 day. There will be a difference. Okay, so now I'm not converting, I'm not saving this production order. I'm coming out of it. Okay, I'll do the MRP again. I'll do the MRP again. /n MD02. Okay, I'll do the MRP again. I'm using basic date scheduling. Enter. Okay, so now you go to stock requirement list. Okay, your MRP is done. Okay, now order finish date has come, order start date has come. Now if you convert to planned order to production order, see, this is the one. Of course, it has taken the timings. That's why there is a same rate is coming. Actually, normally it should take. It's a timing difference is it. That's why it has taken 1 day. Okay, so this is. Pardon? Yeah. Your voice is not clear. We'll discuss offline. Wait. Okay, so this is how the what do you say, basic dates and scheduled dates will be getting calculated. Okay, now when you are creating the production order, now there are other scheduling types are there. When you are creating the production order, you can do different types of scheduling. So when you are creating the production order manually, okay, manually you can do forward scheduling, okay, and then you can do backward scheduling, okay, and you can do current date scheduling. Okay, you have these three options. Okay, so I'll show it that in the system. When you are doing the what do you say, manually creating the order, let's say CO01, I'm creating order manually. Okay, I'm creating order manually. By system, by default, proposing backward scheduling. I'll tell you from where this backward scheduling will come. Suppose when you are using backward scheduling, what you have to do is you have to enter finish date. So then when you enter the finish date, system will propose you the start date. Backward scheduling. Okay, backward scheduling. So I'm using backward scheduling. Now here I maintain as 200 kg I want to produce. So when you are using backward scheduling, you have to enter your end date. So let me enter my end date as, let's say 21st of October, or let's say 21st of November. Let me enter 21st. We are in September, right? Let me enter 23rd of September. Okay, so you enter the end date, then system will calculate the start date. See, system has calculated the start date. So that is the backward scheduling. Okay, now when you want to create when you are creating production order, if you want to do forward scheduling, this option is available during manual. Okay, so if you go back, I'm not saving this, 2087, you can do forward scheduling. So if you want to do forward scheduling, select from the drop down forward scheduling. In case of forward scheduling, you have to maintain start date. Then system will propose you the end date. Okay, so now I'll maintain here start date. Let's say I'll maintain 2309/2016. If I maintain the start date, the moment I enter, it will propose you the end date. So system will read all the data from the routing and it will propose you the end date. Okay, it will add those number of days from the routing and will propose you the basic date. See now that there is a difference between scheduled date and the basic dates. Okay, so now this is how you do forwards. Now one more option we have is current date scheduling. So in the current date scheduling, it is nothing but forward scheduling only. It is nothing but forward scheduling. It is nothing but forward scheduling only. Only thing is start date will be taken as today's date. Start date will be today's date. Today's date, and system will calculate the end date. System will calculate the end date. That is what the current date scheduling. Okay, I'll show you that. So you go to create production order. I'm coming out of it. Okay, so again 2087, enter. So when you use enter the quantity first. So when you use current date scheduling, you see what will happen. Automatically the order start date will become today's date. It will become today's date. Okay, the moment I enter, you see what will happen. See, order start date has taken as today's date, and it is switched over to forward scheduling, and it will propose the end date. Okay, now which type of scheduling you want, you will determine, you decide upon your requirement. But normally these options normally will be used while doing the production order execution only. While converting from planned order to production order, normally it will do the backward scheduling normally, because you will be planning in advance, right? So accordingly it will be planning. Now the next question is, how come this default scheduling type is coming 2087? So here when I'm creating it, it is coming as default backward, right? It is coming default by backward, right? This comes from scheduling parameters in the configuration. So if you go to scheduling parameters, so go to configuration, SAP reference IMG, scroll down, go to production, okay, go to shop floor control, okay, go to operations, okay. Here you are able to see there is a object called scheduling, folder scheduling. So if you go to the scheduling, define scheduling parameters for production orders. So if you go there, okay, so what is our plant? Our plant is 1000. Go to our plant 1000. Okay, so in our plant 1000, what is the order type we are using? PP01. If you go to our order type, in the production order we are using the order type PP01. So this order type, this plant and order type combination, you will be maintaining the scheduling type. If you go to the details, so what is the scheduling type maintained? Backwards. That is why there it is coming by default as backwards. Now if I change over to forward, if I change this to forward, you see what will happen. We'll discuss other parameters when we go to configuration. The other parameters we'll be discussing when we go to the configuration. Okay, so this is the type you maintain. So now as I maintained over here as forward, now you see what will happen when I create a production order. CO01. So I'm entering the material, my plant and order type I maintained as there, no forward scheduling. The moment I enter, see, now it is coming as forward. By default, system will propose that. If you want, you can change it over here. You have that option. You can change it over here. Let's say now I want to change it. 200 is there. Now I want to change this backwards. So you can change it, and then accordingly you will enter the finish date. Okay. So this comes from scheduling parameters from the configuration. That is what you need to understand. Okay, so this is all about your scheduling, and these timings are maintained in operations at respective places. Okay, if you want to show me, I'll show you that in the routing CA02. If you go to the routing, respective places, those are maintained. If you go to the operation details, see here they are maintained. Maximum wait time, queue time, move time, all those things you can maintain over here. These timings I'm talking about. Okay, of course some timings you can maintain in the corresponding work center also if you want. For the every operation you will be assigning a work center, right? So in the work center also you can maintain. Okay, of course these are all are optional, not mandatory. If you maintain here, system will consider these timings also during late time scheduling. Okay, so that is how you will be doing the scheduling activity. Okay, scheduling is a very, what do you say, if you maintain at different places, it's a very complicated subject. So it will take data from various places. It take data from the various places and it will calculate the start date and end dates. Okay, so that is all about your what do you say, just wait, that is all about your scheduling.